Oh, we are live.
Hello.
Hi, Internet. Hi, YouTube. Um, all of the awesome people who are watching this on YouTube and all of the awesome people who are going to watch this in the future. Thanks for being here today. I'm Bonnie LeBaron. I do this Google Hangout every second and last Thursday of the month at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We get together and do different meditation techniques and a guided meditation and talk a little bit after about what our experiences are like. And yeah, I'm a little sleepy today, so bear with me.
She is a
And
goddess.
you're a god. um, and so anyway,
Yeah.
so we're gonna start the layout today. Just a reason why I'm doing this. I do this because meditation is a beautiful, wonderful, amazing gift in my life, and it's really easy for me to apply different meditation techniques to help myself feel good throughout the day, and overall homeostasis and well-being within my body, mind, and spirit. So I like to help show other people how easy it is to do a lot of these different techniques, depending on what specifically you want to do in your mind, body, or spirit. So we have a bag of different techniques that we work on each time, and we like to keep it new and fun and fresh. So the agenda looks like the beginning. Right now, we're going to take the next 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, to go through and everyone can introduce themselves. I also like to do this because meditation can be a really profound practice, and it's really great to be able to have some people to come together and talk about experiences or what you're wanting to learn, what you're working with, what intentions have been working for you. Just basically a support group for our meditation practice. So it's great to meet each other. And I know lots of you, but new people are welcome. So we're going to take the next 10 to 15 minutes to introduce ourselves and say what we. Oh, I forgot to say the agenda. Sorry, before I get too excited here. Agenda. We're doing that, the meet and greet, and then we'll do some quick technique trainings, and we'll show you a couple of techniques, and then we'll wrap up with the guided meditation. And then after we come together and usually have a discussion, but after it's always nice to kind of zen out. So if you don't want to be part of the discussion, it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. Okay, let's start by all just taking a nice deep breath together, and then we'll do our introduction. So we can put our palms face up or left hand under right, and we'll just kind of adjust our bodies for a second, and we'll do 3 of the deepest breaths we've taken all day, and drop into this space with the intention of opening and creating a space for healing and harmony. So we'll begin when we're ready. We'll inhale. Exhale, and feel free to say the sigh or the word ha as we exhale. Ha, or sigh. Again, our second biggest breath of the day. And the last one, we'll feel ourselves sink in to our space here on this one. We'll inhale nice and big. And exhale when we're ready. Take an extra moment with our eyes closed, and we'll welcome our intention for this healing space and for this meditation and this space of healing that we're creating. Is there any specific intention coming up right now? Something we'd like to see in our life? Or
I
maybe,
recognize that. Oh, sorry. But
I was just
you,
going to say,
you
if
go
you don't know your
ahead.
intention, if you don't know, no, that's great. If you don't know your intention, you can always just put the intention out of like highest healing for myself in this present moment. Okay, yeah, so we're going to go around and just introduce yourself, say your intention, and if you don't have an intention, we can talk because there's other things we can do.
Okay.
Locks. Go for it.
New beginnings, renewals, clean slates, 13 cycled energy sinks. I don't know. That's my feeling. Like people are talking about beauty is the new thing. Like not superficial beauty, but like the future of love is beauty and appreciation and not lust and the lower energies. But recognizing that beauty is health, and radiating that from the inside, glowing happiness and joy, even if you're not smiling on the surface, you smile in your heart, hopefully it'll reach out and bring people together and not divide people apart. That's my intention for this week.
Sweet. I could almost write that down fast enough. I'm just kidding. I got a couple out of those. I like that beauty is health. Beauty is health. Health is beauty. Beauty is health. But yeah, new beginnings, renewals. I'm feeling that right now too. So thank you for offering that with us today. And so since we're talking about our intentions, I just want to put out that we're going to keep this conversation very positive. Like I understand that there's a shadow side of life, and we can talk about that another time. Right now, in this intentions space that we're creating, let's talk about what we want to create, and what we want to see. Okay, Deanna, I'm calling on you. I'm only calling on you because you happen to be the first person in the row, and if you want to pass, you can. That's okay.
Okay. My intention this week is to move forward and forget about all my horrible exes and just love Andy the best I can.
Sweet. Moving forward. Beautiful forward. Beautiful is just jumping into my head all day today. I'm just kidding. Maybe you don't want it to be beautiful. Okay. Positive progression forward. Positive progress. Moving forward. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. We got new beginnings. We got moving forward. It sounds like we're feeling similar tonight. Awesome. Michael?
I knew you were going to call me. Let's see. Being able to hear, I say, like, divine guidance without the chatter. Just being able to hear, like, what's the next steps to take. So, yeah, that would be my intention. Being able to hear clearly and see clearly.
Hear and see the next steps clearly.
Where do we go from here? Basically like that.
Uh-huh. What next? Where do we go? Okay, sweet. Andy, you want to go next? Think about it like we're making a soup right now. Like we're making a soup, and we're each putting our own ingredient into the soup right now. It's like,
Andy
think about that.
already went by typing in his intention into the Google chat.
Oh, okay. Deanna is on it. Really? Because it didn't show up to me. Are you reading? You want to read it out loud?
Yeah, sure. Because I have it up on my phone.
Okay, Deanna is going to share yours on your behalf. Ready? Go.
Yes. Andy says, my intention is to love all beings just like myself and all my children and my girlfriend.
Sweet. I like it. We will love all beings. All is one, and we will love all. Okay. Tony or Tyler? Let's see. Tony, we'll go down the line, and then Tyler. So Tony, go for it.
Okay. My intention is to better understand myself and therefore understand everybody else, in that process of unconditional love. And that's
Hey, can we maybe like, oh, you have your thing. I know, it's annoying how you can't make it so it doesn't do that sound, huh? Or can you?
Oh, I can put on my headphones. I don't have my headphones on.
Okay, so you were saying better understand self? Oh, it's
Yeah,
coming
better
from mine
understand.
too. It's coming
Oh,
from all over the place. I gotta exit out of these windows quick. I'm sorry. It's gonna drive me crazy. Can we all exit out of the Google chat box windows? Okay. Okay. So better understand self. Did you have another thing you were
yeah,
saying?
better understand self and, well, unconditionally, unconditionally love and then understanding not only yourself but others.
Unconditional love for you and yourself, or for yourself and others.
Absolutely, yes.
Sweet. Yeah, I've been doing some good forgiveness exercises recently that have helped me with that. We can talk about later. But thanks for being here, Tony.
Thank you.
And thanks for showing up last minute, everybody, guys. Everybody, guys. I need to take some breaths. Okay, Tyler, we're ready when you are. Oh, Tyler says he's having a mic problem. Okay, if you feel like typing an intention, I would be happy to read out loud. Yeah. Okay, sweet. I'll give him a minute to do that. And, he says, to have my mind blown daily. Wow. To me, that kind of sounds like, yeah, like being in awe, just jaw dropping in awe. And I'm finding that's been happening to me daily. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with my meditation practice, but, also all of the other things I do, Qigong, Reiki, and yeah, totally mind blowing. So I'm really glad that you brought that to my attention because I've been sitting here thinking that actually, like, wow, my mind is just being blown every day by how amazing life can be. So, okay, there's my spiel. Does anybody have anything else they want to share before we do a couple of techniques? Oh, sorry, I have to write Tyler's down. Mind blown every day. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start.
Tyler left. He'll be right back.
Okay, sweet. Is there any specific techniques or practices that anybody wants to go over today or is being called to ask about or talk about, or anything that you feel like doing specifically? No?
I
Okay.
like the Horizon one that you did last. That was really
The
good.
Horizon one? I always do the Horizon one. I'm trying not to do the same ones over and over again, but it's like I love the same ones, so I keep doing them over and over again. Yeah, the Horizon one's good. Okay, let's just do a little bit of breathing techniques and then move into some visual. Are we feeling breathing techniques or visualization more today? Does anybody have a preference? Maybe a little both. Okay, let's do both. So let's start by just giving our bodies a shake. And you might want to stand up for this. I'm going to encourage standing up for a second and moving our bodies any way that feels comfortable. Stretching out a little bit. We kind of just sat there for 20 minutes talking. And let your body move. And then we'll break up our energy, because I know that we're talking right now about like new beginnings, and I like this one for getting rid of the blocked energy. So we'll start by making our hands a fist and then just slowly move down, patting. We'll start at our shoulders and just pat the shoulder. And then we'll slowly move down our arm, patting all down our arm until we get to our hands. Pat the hands. And put the intention of breaking up any tension that might be stored in our body. So we'll go to the next shoulder, start of the shoulder, and down to our arm, all the way to our arm, our hand. I can't tell if you guys are doing this or if I'm just doing this. And then we'll do our chest, do the Tarzan, and just move down our bodies, our belly, our legs, our feet, and our back even. Good. Good job. Does anybody, I always feel a difference from that. And we'll do our head taps. So we'll tap on our head. Skull taps, they call these. Releasing any tension nice and lightly on the head. And then we'll do our skull massage. So I'll take our fingertips and place it on our head and do small circles, 3 to the left and 3 to the right, so that we feel our brain underneath our scalp, and we feel our scalp moving over our brain in little circles. Not pushing too hard, just light tension on the fingertips to create this movement. We'll go all over our head. Good. And now we'll do some more moving our bodies, moving our energy throughout our body by planting. And this is just our technique. Still, we'll get into the guided meditation in a minute, but we'll just plant our feet into the ground. Ideally, you're sitting in a chair where you can do this, but otherwise, if your legs are Indian style, we can still just imagine what it would be like to plant the feet into the ground. And as we move up our body, we're going to be relaxing each piece of our body and feel it like a wave coming up until we get all the way up to the top. And then we're going to release down again. So it's like a double wave of relaxation. We're relaxing, but we're also moving the flow of our blood through to the top of our head, and then we're exhaling and we'll release all the way down. So we'll start at our feet, feeling the energy from the earth, allowing our feet to root deeply into the ground, and we'll just imagine like bark of a tree or roots of a tree sinking deeply into the earth. And we'll start at our feet, and we'll begin to move the earth energy up our bodies, allowing for new, fresh blood avenues for our body to circulate our energy. So we'll start by relaxing the left foot and then the right. The left calf and the right. Moving up our bodies, our left thigh and our right. Our bottoms left and right. Up our bodies, we'll move to our lower abs and release the lower abs. Still feeling the earth energy draw up as we're releasing each part of our body. And then we'll do our arms. Left arm, including the left hand. Right arm, including the right hand. Up to our upper abs. The tops of our arms, left arm and right arm. And while we're here, we'll also do the lower back, the middle of our back, the upper part of our back, our left side of our chest, and then our right. Continuing to relax up as we draw the earth energy up through our body. Also, we'll relax our neck, our shoulders, moving up to the jaw, relaxing the jaw, the tongue, even relax the tongue, our face. If you'd like to, you could rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth, or you could just keep it relaxed any way that feels right to you. Moving up, we'll relax our eyes, the point in between both of our eyebrows, our forehead, the top of our head, and even release our entire head, but also the energy around us now. Taking notice of this space around us, and feel what it feels like to send some peace to that energy or that spot, and feel that release of tension in the space around ourselves. Throughout the meditation, we'll keep this up feeling of moving upward to help keep us awake. And now we're going to take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to release down, sinking into the earth. So when you're ready, we'll inhale, exhale, releasing down from the top of our head, shoulders, arms, abs, our hips, our knees, our thighs, our feet, all the way rooting back into the earth where we had started this technique. And we'll take recognition of whether anything feels any different now. We can also here begin to connect the point in between our eyebrows, slightly raised. That point of light, we'll draw out that point of light on the third eye. You can imagine it like you're washing the windshields of your car, and we'll just draw a nice point right there at the eyebrow center, slightly raised. Take a moment to establish that point of light. And just like we did a second ago where we drew the earth energy up through our feet and all the way up to the top of our head, we'll do that again, but this time connect it to the point of light at the eyebrow center. So we'll take a moment to do that, drawing the energy starting with the feet. We'll begin now. Drawing the earth white light energy from the feet up the body, moving up and connecting it to the point of light at the third eye. And then we'll focus our gaze on the horizon, just slightly above the horizon. So our eyes are slightly upward and our chin is slightly moved up from our chest. And here we'll imagine the sunrise, the beautiful bright sunrise just over the horizon. and connect the point of light at our eyebrow center to the light coming up over the horizon from the sunset or sunrise. Release the shoulders. Feel how that changes things. And do we want to stay in our meditation here and just keep going, or do we want to do a couple more techniques before we go into the full guided meditation? Does anybody have any input? Hey, Phil. Okay, so we'll go ahead and open our eyes. We'll open our eyes when you're ready, and we'll feel what it feels like to come back to this earth for a moment. And we'll let people, if you need to grab some water or run to the restroom, now is a great time. And we'll start our the rest of our meditation in just about a minute. How are you, Phil?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. I'm going to mute you when we start the meditation, just so that it's not too loud. Sweet. So we're just going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and do the rest of the guided meditation. So that was interesting timing on your part to show up. So yeah, I would encourage everyone to stand up at least once in this break, and then when we sit down, we'll be able to go a lot deeper since we just did that meditation, that technique. But it's nice to kind of move around every so often. So. Phil, your thing is playing really weird music.
Dude, stop playing Mario.
That was not the best music for during meditation.
I know, right?
I ordered a whole bunch of really good meditation music, though. So hopefully by the next time we do this, I'll have it I got to order like a whole iPod, like pre-charged with.
You know, Bonnie, if you have a Skype, I can give you some meditation music. I have some.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm always
If
looking
you,
for more. I do a lot of meditations without music, but it's nice to have in the background for some things.
I think the music is what helps some people, including me, like get back into the meditation. Like if their mind starts to wander, it's like the music kind of ties in with the meditation.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I just like to also challenge people to
Yeah.
try it without too, because I feel like it is a different experience, and I like to be able to learn how to rely on only my brain instead of like an outside source. But I mean, I do a lot of qigong, and yeah, I definitely love having
I want to
music
learn qigong.
available for like my qigong practice, and even like when I do Reiki, sometimes I'll listen to music, but I do usually keep it pretty or quiet. Okay, so, Tyler Webb, thank you so much for saying that. He wrote on the chat box over here. I'm feeling a little scattered tonight, so I appreciate him saying, he says, I usually have trouble grounding, and downward breathing was new and worked very well. Oh, yeah, the whole coming up. The reason that we do the up part, like from the earth up to the top of our brain, is because so many people fall asleep during meditation. But if we can keep this general feeling of moving upward during the meditation, it helps keep us awake and alert, and also it straightens out our posture. So that's a great thing to do for if you have trouble, if you're falling asleep a lot during your meditations. If while you're sitting, you're literally thinking like you're being pulled up, or your body is just moving, the flow of energy is moving from the earth up, then it'll help keep you awake. And then, but then we also, I really love to do after we come up. This is Ananda Yogananda is where I learned this from, but Yogananda energization exercises is what this is from. And so then we release down. So after we come all the way up and then releasing down, it's just really nice to feel that sinking and flow back into the earth, because it really is, we're like two-way streams, right? Like we're going up there and we're going down. We're kind of doing both at the same time, so it's nice to have the balance. Oh, he said, well, my crown and third eye are always open. It is usually my heart and crown that are closed. I am interested in working on these. Yes. Yeah, it's good to do that. I like to start all of my meditations with some grounding work, because I am a little more up in my upper chakras, more so than my lower ones. So in order to get the full gift of the meditation, it's ideal for me to do some grounding first. So if you're someone like that, definitely do some of that rooting, grounding work. Okay. Well, now that we've talked, let's go ahead and go into the full meditation. How long do we want to go tonight, team? Does 20 minutes sound okay?
No, how about we go 3 hours?
3 hours, alrighty. Deanna's gonna be here till midnight. I've been waking up at 6:30 a.m. I can't do these late nighters anymore. Even this is late for me nowadays. Okay.
All right, then have an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna do 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Take your time.
Okay, we'll take our time and grab a sip of water, and we'll get back into this. So remember, before we start, if distractions do arise, then we have a way of dealing with them, which is simply to not let them upset us or pull us out of our meditations by keeping a gentle and nice approach to the distraction. So just know that we have a monkey mind, and our minds are going to be jumping around. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what we tell them to do all day long. So keep a nice, gentle approach to if other thoughts arise, and you can always come back to the breath and rooting our feet into the earth, or one of the several different practices or techniques that we're using, but mostly to the breath. And how does it feel as we inhale? Is it cool? Is it warm? Where is it going in our body? Or to the sounds around us. But be gentle on yourself, because this is a practice, and each time we get better, and we're not going to be perfect the first time, or possibly ever, unfortunately. But we'll try. Okay. So let's begin. I have all of our intentions here, so I'll tie these in. We'll begin by closing our eyes. And just like we did in the beginning when we opened this container, we'll again take 3 of the deepest breaths we've taken or allowed ourselves to take all day. And we'll open this container now. With the intention of creating a healing space for our minds, our bodies, our spirit, knowing that in this next few moments, we're only going to be healing and creating the highest amount of good for ourselves. And we'll take a moment to think of our intention, the group intention also. And we'll just take a moment to think about it, and then we'll put it down, knowing that it's been heard. Our bodies have absorbed what it is we need to know from that intention, and we can now put it down. To fully enter this space of healing. There might be a situation, a person, or something else going on right now that might be making it difficult to enter into this space that we've created for healing. So we'll take this next moment to also put that down, even if just for these next few moments. If it's hard to imagine putting it down, we can imagine the beautiful sky and placing this into the clouds and just allowing the clouds to blow away. Kind of like taking our shoes off before we walk into a beautiful house or a yoga studio. We'll take the next moment to feel our breath. If you would like to ask for any type of spiritual assistance for this meditation, now is a good time to do so. But you don't have to. I like to invite my intuition to this meditation with me. Feel free to invite your intuition. And as we feel our breath, we'll recognize what temperature is our breath. Is it cool? Is it warm? We'll take recognition of our body. Is our spine straight? What does it feel like to be seated in this chair or in this position or even in this place on earth right now? What do our hands feel like as they rest on our legs? How are our hands positioned? Are they positioned left under right? What about our shoulders? Are our shoulders leaning forward, pulling our whole bodies forward? Or are they back and straight aligned with our back? We'll take this next few minutes to do a body scan. If there's anywhere in our body we're feeling any tension or any pressure, we'll breathe as if we're taking our breath and putting it right to that spot. So if my arm hurts, I'll breathe into the spot where my arm hurts. If your body feels amazing and nothing hurts, then we'll breathe all the way to our toes. This next breath is going to be a deep inhale and a deep exhale, as if we're pulling this new fresh air into our body and releasing any air that we don't need anymore. So this is actually going to have a sound. It'll sound like this. We'll go in through our nose and out through our nose. We'll do it together. When you're ready, go. We'll do at least 3 of these. And last one, feeling this new oxygen come into our body. And on the exhale of our next breath, we'll keep pushing until there's no air left in our stomachs. And then allow the breath to flow effortlessly and powerfully into our bodies. Right now, we're scanning our body for any tension, breathing oxygen, life oxygen into that spot, renewing and recharging every single cell of our body. Becoming the observer of the breath as we still move the air to any parts that are still tense. Keeping the intention on the breath, we'll begin to pick up, if we haven't already, our abdominal breathing or Qigong breathing. Several names for this breath, but on this, as we inhale, our stomachs grow large like a balloon, inflating. And as we exhale, the stomachs grow smaller. And we'll take a moment to put our hands on our stomach. And as we inhale and our stomach grows larger, we can allow our hands to come off of our stomach, creating like a ball in between the stomach and the hands. And then as we exhale, the hands come in back towards the stomach, touching the stomach. So we're feeling that movement of the stomach, but we're also feeling what it feels like, that space in between our stomach and our palms. Allowing our hands to expand as our bellies inhale and grow large. And then our hands to also get smaller with the stomach as the stomach deflates or moves closer to the wall of the spine. Continuing this breath, growing larger as we inhale and becoming smaller, our stomach's moving closer to the wall of our spine as we exhale. We'll also root the feet into the earth like we did before. And here, we'll either stay here, noticing the sounds of silence around us, or we can pick up our Hong Sa mantra where we inhale, mentally saying the word Hong, and exhale, mentally saying the word Saw. Hong with each inhale, Saw with each exhale. We'll take just about a minute to a few minutes here. Our mind wanders, we can always bring it back to Hong with the inhale, Saw with the exhale, meaning I am spirit. Keeping check of whether there might be somewhere that we tensed up our bodies since we had originally relaxed it, and releasing that. While continuing the Hong Sa mantra. There might be a little voice saying that you're done with the Hong Sa mantra. But let's move past that voice just about a minute, and continue the technique of Hong as we inhale and Saw as we exhale. At any point, if the mind wanders, we can bring it back to the feeling of our breath moving closer up to our brain with each breath and what the temperature of it is as it does this. Or we can always bring it back to the relaxation that our body is feeling right now. And if there is any extra tension, we can here just release that last little bit of tension we might have in our bodies into the earth, allowing it to be restored, revitalized. And before we begin the section where we let go of all techniques, we'll again feel how great it feels to root deep into the earth, feeling what it feels like to sink into our bodies and be supported by the earth, knowing that it can help move us forward. With this next inhale, we'll know that our intuition is correct and that our intention for this meditation will be granted. So we'll allow ourselves to let go of it as we take a nice big inhale and exhale, releasing all techniques and moving into a space of simply being in this present moment. Right now, all we have to do is breathe. We'll take just one more minute here. Beautiful. We'll finish similar to how we started, imagining the earth energy and the light coming from our feet, up our bodies, and from our spine, from the base of our spine, imagining a white line traveling up the base of our spine to our hearts, feeling it go through our heart, feeling that point at our heart center, and what it feels like to have light touch that point. And then bring that white line of light up to the third eye, and bring it shooting out the top of our head, coming down and arching around us like fireworks. Noticing how amazing and awesome it feels. Here we can, if we'd like to, affirm to ourselves, I am the light. The light is within me. The light is all around me. The light protects me. I am the light. And again, we'll imagine that light now shining from the top of our head, from up in the sky to the top of our head, down into our bodies now. So from the top of our head and down our bodies, slowly till we get all the way to our toes, and then releasing it back into the earth. The last few times we'll inhale, rising the energy to the top of our head. Exhale, releasing it down to the floor, to the ground, at our feet. And last one. And we'll finish our meditation by putting our hands at our heart center together. And if we'd like to, can put this positive energy somewhere in our lives if we want to. So we'll think of the situation, person. Maybe it's not for us. Maybe another country. We can imagine all of the things that we would like to send light energy to. But see the positive outcome. See what you want to see, surrounded by light and blue. And we can rub our hands together, gathering some of the peace energy, knowing that it is abundant, so it's okay to give it, because we're drawing on an infinite source of light, positive energy. And when we're ready, we'll open our hands and allow this peace light to flow effortlessly but powerfully to whatever it is we want it to go, or wherever it is we want it to go, through a tunnel of protected light. And this next one, we'll put our hands together again, and we'll rub our hands together. And this time we'll imagine ourselves, and we'll feel grateful for showing up here today in this space, in this time. And we'll take that moment to honor ourselves, to thank ourselves and send ourselves gratitude. So we'll rub the hands together, get nice flow of prana, chi, kai, whatever it is that you want to call it. And we'll put it on our face, putting our hands on our face, and then moving our hands slightly away from our face at a 45-degree angle from our body. And we'll do a scan with our palms, allowing our hands to send this peace healing energy throughout our body. So we'll move down the body, exhaling as we move down, shining healing onto our bodies. When you're ready, we can meet in Heart Center, at Heart Center again. And we'll take this next breath to honor the people around us who showed up to do this group meditation today. And lastly, we'll do 3 ohms. And after the ohms, we can very gently open our eyes, but do so slowly and gently, and when you're ready. And you might want to wiggle your fingers and your toes before you do that, but we'll go ahead and do the ohms first. So we'll inhale and exhale with the ohm. Ready? Inhale. Exhale with the ohm. Again, inhaling, exhale the Om. Last one, we'll inhale, exhale with the Om. And we'll know that we can always come back to this meditation anytime. And we'll consciously bring this peaceful state of being with us to the rest of our day, our night, our week, our month, our year, even our life. And whenever you're ready, you can say hi, let us know how you're feeling, or we can keep the discussion short tonight. We'll try and stay like a nice peaceful vibration as we do our discussion. Actually, I'm feeling like we might not want to do a lot of talking right now, so we'll go ahead and end this live broadcast. But thank you so much to our YouTube viewers. I appreciate you. Thank you so much to our future viewers. Thank you so much to everybody. Try to mute Andy. Andy, can you mute for a second?
Thank you.
Thank you. And yeah, I really just want to say thanks a lot to everybody who is showing up for meditation anywhere in the world at any time in the world, because I appreciate this collected effort of creating peace and harmony. But especially the people who are showing up to these meditations, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you guys too.
Well, we really appreciate you too.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're changing the world.
It's absolutely beautiful what you're doing.
You're beautiful.
I don't know where I went.
I'm gonna turn off the live broadcast. I love you, YouTube. We'll see you soon.